Man, this is Dallas, Texas' very own 19-year-old, 7-0, undefeated Samuel Estrie Arnold III, man. I'm a real-life street star, man. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in, man. If y'all don't, I'm going to knock your out.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real.
Real life street stars. You know what time it is. Real life street stars. Everybody start clapping right now. We got a young legend in the building. Samuel Arnold III. What it is, boy?
What's up with it? Appreciate y'all for having me.
What's the record? What's the record?
7-0.
7-0?
I gotta ask, when you walk into a room like this, do you like size up niggas like who you can knock out?
Nah. Nah.
But we all know, like, growing up, slap boxing was that, there was just shit in the street there.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel to just have hands? Like, just know you got them hands.
For real, I always knew how to fight even before like I really start boxing. So I mean, I'm cool for real. Like I don't go around looking for fights or nothing. But I know like if it come to it, then
So again, do you walk in the rooms and size niggas up? I mean, this is for you don't got to be honest.
Yeah, like in my head, I'll be playing out perspective. I'll be like,
hold on. We just gonna say he know he can whoop you. He can definitely whoop all the hosts.
Yeah.
So keep it being. If you walked in and you seen a nigga like Alden Smith back here, what would be your strategy?
Man, for real, a dude big like that, man, I just have to stick and move, man. Just use my skills.
Man, Samuel, man, it's a blessing to have you here, brother, man. Before we get all the way into it, man, what we like to do is just go through a little background history, get a little origin story. So, tell us a little bit about your childhood growing up and how you got into boxing.
Man, my childhood growing up, man, it started all in St. Louis, Missouri. That's originally where I'm from. I lived half of my life here and half of my life in St. Louis. So I really say I'm from both, but originally I'm from St. Louis, though.
Okay.
So growing up, I always had my parents, I lived a pretty balanced life. I done lived in some nice places. I done lived in some bad places. But, I always had my dad and stuff to guide me through life and make stuff a little easier than most people growing up.
I gotta ask, and I got shot at my barber Bam, man. He was going to St. Louis, and we were talking about St. Louis itself. St. Louis is a spot that you don't hear about when it comes to like all the, the New Orleans, the all the other spots.
Right.
But St. Louis is rough in St. Louis. Can you touch on that as far as just like when people say St. Louis is rough, like what they're meaning? Because a lot of people don't have chance to ever have gone through St. Louis, which of course.
Man, the best way I can break it down is like a city like Dallas, of course it got its rough parts, but if you go somewhere like, let's say DeSoto, Lancaster, Cedar Hill, you can be by black people, but it'd be like working class black people. But in St. Louis, it's to where like, if you want to live somewhere nice like that, you got to move by somewhere where the police gonna mess with you and it's people that don't look like you, and all the other black people, they're gonna live somewhere that's like real, trenches and stuff like that. That's the best way I can put it. And heavy gang culture too.
So, did you have like early on growing up, whether out there or here, like early on fights when you was like in third grade or something? Like,
yeah. I grew up. I got a lot of street fights.
was people just testing you? You just had an urge in you to just knock niggas out.
Being from a city like that, you gonna fight, and then like my dad, he ain't never been like shy to like, tell me to, defend yourself. Something happened, you gotta fight,
Man, but we, as far as I know, like St. Louis is one of them cities where it's kind of crazy. You never worry about like it turning into pistol play after you beat somebody up?
Yeah, as a kid, it'd be like you be around, so you done heard all of it and stuff. So it seemed like everyday life. It's not like an outsider looking in for real. So sometimes, like at this age, I would be, but like then, no, I wasn't worried about nothing like that.
So when did you discover that you had a passion for actually boxing?
For real, after I played every sport and I seen like how good I was at the other sports compared to boxing, and I always been a fighter. Like when I was young, I always, at the football game, I'm the only kid having a fight and all this type of stuff. So Yeah, so I say around like 10 years old, I always been around boxing. I started training, going to the gym around 5. I used to have to tell them I was a little older than what I was, because you really got to be 7 to train, and you got to be 8 to fight. So I've been around boxing. So around like, I'd say like 4th, 5th grade, I had my first amateur fight, and that's around the time when Mayweather was real big. So around that time, that's when I knew, like, when I grow up, this is what I want to be.
Now, we all talk about street fighting, and that's all cool. But, I mean, when it comes to boxing, that's actually a real athletic sport. So what are some of the things you had to learn to be successful in boxing?
Man, I just had to learn, like, how to be a well-rounded fighter. Like, it's 2 different styles. Like, anything you do, like, y'all might shoot videos a certain way, and then people in St. Louis might shoot videos a certain way. Okay. So with boxing, in the Midwest, if you know, it's more slick, hit, don't get hit. Here, it's more grit, we close to Mexico, so it's more like the Mexico, you know what I'm saying, influence, like the hard hitting grit, right. Like Errol Spence, walk you down. So I had to get a mixture of both, for real.
And we're gonna go through that, and I'm just curious on your thoughts. The history of boxing, of course, you will see it's like a white sport, which of course then black athletes got in there, and now Mexicans, of course, are in there as well. The black athletes, of course, rose to the success of the heavyweight champions. Mexicans, everything under heavyweight, Mexicans, or let's say even middleweight, Mexicans kind of ran.
Right.
Do you feel like when they say boxing, like some people feel like football is a black sport, basketball is a black sport. Yeah. What do you consider boxing? Who's?
Man, of course, I feel like we dominating everything. But if you got to be for real, though, I got to say, like, not just Mexicans, but Latino Americans and Latino people in general, and Black Americans. That's what I say. And like Russian countries and stuff like Ukraine and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Take me through the day when you seen Dante Water get knocked out by that white man.
Man,
It don't matter.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, that's like your team losing in the Super Bowl or something, for real, bro.
Like your race losing.
Yeah, for real. I was rooting for him, for real, man. And it just made me mad, because like how everybody, like, you got dudes, like, everybody stick with their race, but it'd be like us, it'd be like, soon as a black dude lose or go into a fight, they don't know if he gonna win, everybody get to clowning them and all that. They don't even know how hard the game really is. Like boxing, it's a lot more that go into it before you see us like step in the ring in front of the bright lights and stuff like that. But
so should Nate Robinson have even gotten a ring?
No.
Damn. Damn.
Do you respect the celebrity boxing matches at all now? The quick money grabs?
To a certain extent. Like if they do that and shine light on real boxers, yeah, but for the most part, not really.
So basically, just because you're an athlete and maybe you're very good in football or basketball, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be any good at boxing.
No, boxing, you gotta want it. Man, it's a lot that go into boxing that y'all don't know about, like weight cuts, all type of stuff, man. Boxing, it's a dirty game too, like behind the scenes. It's a lot of business and politics, and I mean, it's just so much that go into boxing. There's no structure to boxing. Like boxing don't have one thing that's over, like how football got the NFL, basketball got the NBA. You see that Jake Paul and them considered professional boxers.
Right.
Anybody that can sign a paper and say, I want to be a professional boxer, can be a professional boxer.
How dangerous is it to say you're a professional boxer and not actually be a professional boxer?
I mean, it's dangerous if you plan on getting in there with somebody like me or like another professional boxer.
And you say the things that happen behind the scenes to sell a fight, because boxing is one game to where you have to like sell the fight.
Yeah.
Football players have to talk. They can talk shit to each other or whatever in basketball. But boxing, your job is to talk noise, talk how you're gonna do somebody before the fight, sell a fight. What is that part of the mind game of boxing as far as getting in someone's head?
Man, that's a major part. That's a major part of it, because not just getting into your opponent's head or their team head. It's the fact that boxing already, like you said, you was naming all the sports that's considered like black sports. To get that crossover fame, like somebody like Deontay Wilder, Gervonta Davis, Errol Spence, Floyd Mayweather, you gotta have something that attract regular people that don't know nothing about boxing to boxing. Like, oh yeah, I like him. You know, so I feel like that's where it come in at. I feel like that's where like the trash talking and all that come in at. But for real, a lot of boxers really wouldn't want to trash talk if they ain't need to. For real.
Yeah, they be wilding in them little pregame.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know, man, tell them how old you are, man.
I'm 19.
19 years old, 7-0, and you actually already fought at the Cowboy Stadium, man.
Right.
You got to take me through the day where you got the call where you were going to actually fight in your hometown at Jerry's World, man. Everybody know that's a.
So first, I gotta go back. I gotta shout out to Errol Spence for this.
Shout out Earl Spence. He was a
out
title
Earl
fight, right?
Spence,
That was a
bro.
title fight for Earl Spence.
Unified it with Ugas was
Yeah.
best performance of the year in boxing.
My guy,
man.
my guy.
Hey, shout out to Errol Spence for that one. But he came to my fight before that. We've been locked in, you know what I'm saying, pretty cordial with people on this team and him. I've been knowing him since I was young. But him, the mayor, his coach, I think Frank Martin, some other people from his team, like they all came to my fight. And I fought at the Bomb Factory. It was like, man, do good here. We got a fight coming up at Cowboy Stadium. We need some young guys on the undercard. So
Wait, from the Bomb Factory to Cowboy Stadium?
it's crazy. I was 18 still. I didn't even when
I'm going to school right now.
Right, yeah.
I got homework.
for real. So like, man, that was a blessing though. But that's really how it happened. Then like the whole day of like really doing. I'm like, man, like you be happy. And then you be like, man, how did I get myself to this point where I'm finna fight in front of all these people? But it was like in a nervous way though. Like I was like, oh my God, like I'm finna fight in Cowboy Stadium.
You had bubble guts or something?
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Man. Yeah, it was crazy though. It was like you training, you talking about it, and then you just wake up on a random Saturday. You like, man, out of everything I could be doing, man, I'm walking to the ring finna fight at Cowboy Stadium. I'm talking about like it's crazy. It's a blessing, but you know what I'm saying? You be nervous in the moment too. Then the guy who I was fighting, he had a winning record. A lot of people doubted if I was gonna win the fight or not. So, I mean, it was a big moment for me though, man. And I took advantage of it.
Were you the underdog or are you the over on that?
I was what they call the A side, what people want and expect to win. But yeah, a lot of people doubted that I was going, because the guy was tough. And he been fought on ESPN and different platforms like that. So they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, he a kid. He 18. I don't know if he going to win this fight. But I knocked him out in the first round, man.
Does it feel good? Does it feel good to knock a man out? Like,
Yeah. It's like a relief. It's like you train so hard, you make weight, you do all this stuff, and then you just go in there on a big platform and you just you out. You like, where the money at? That's all I be thinking. I be like, man.
So for those who don't know, he does vlogs too, dope vlogs. And you said you knocked everybody out, all 7?
Not all. Well, really? Yeah.
You said really yes, but
really,
yeah.
yeah.
What is that technicality? What do you mean by that?
Technically, yes, because
What
I
does that
had
mean?
some little flukes in like Mexico and stuff where they, you know what I'm saying, let the guy get up and all this type of stuff. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. I always
Right.
thought about this. You know, with sports in general, it's like they updating the rules. In football, they got the extra, you can challenge the play.
Yeah.
Do you think they need any updates in boxing? Like, is 12 rounds too many rounds? Is it like,
Man, sometimes I be thinking that, but no, because it used to be 15 rounds. Way back in the day, it used to be 50 rounds. Back before
50?
that, it used to be no rounds. So,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
one-
12 3-minute rounds,
Fight to the death.
yeah.
fight to the death? What?
I guess.
You have to win by knockout.
Yeah.
God.
So, I mean, if you're a professional, man, you got to be able to do whatever you do at the highest level. It's 36 minutes, man. You could be doing anything. People go to work for hours, even though boxing a whole different type of hard, you know what I'm saying, struggle and everything like that, man. People sacrificing everything. So I feel like you should just suck it up and just get ready and go ahead and perform. If you can get them out there before then do it.
Now you're bringing it back because the heavyweight with Mike Tyson days and the Muhammad Ali and stuff like that, it was never about the scorecard. Fuck the scorecard.
Yeah.
It was always about get the knockout,
Knockout, right.
get the knockout. Then of course the Mayweather brought it back to where technicality, scorecards, defense, how many punches thrown and stuff like that, to where people start watching the scorecard and judging. Do you prefer the scorecard wins or well, I know what you prefer, but do you prefer the world liking the scorecard wins or we want to see a total knockout, Mike Tyson, whatever, S3 knocking them out 1 minute, 20 seconds, they down?
All right, so what I say.
I don't get my money's worth.
About that, I say I appreciate if people respect like skillful boxing more, because a lot of people see a fight and be like, oh, this boring, but they don't know, like, man, this a master class. Like, he doing everything right. It's not just about knockouts. Some guys are professional boxers. You're not gonna knock them out. Like, this is what they do. They train hard and everything like that. So I would like for regular people that's like casual fans to respect that more, but people want to see knockouts though. Like, that's the ultimate way to win. So for real.
Is there a technique to knocking a man out?
Yeah, turning over a punch. Like that. Yeah.
Bro, I be watching footage to where I see like a light jab or something and the nigga go down. I'm like, what the fuck was?
Yeah, I mean, if you let somebody like a real boxer just, you know what I'm saying, it's about how you turn a punch over. Of course, it's like different stuff like that. Some people just blessed with it, like they can hit. Like, I'm one of the people that can hit.
Where can you knock a man out that somebody doesn't know that he can be knocked out at on his body?
Where can you knock him out at? Somebody on. Man, I don't even know.
Your dad tried to
a liver shot, yeah, you can knock him out. That liver shot, crazy.
Yeah, is there like a temple somewhere in the head?
Yeah, equal.
No, I mean, in the head area. Is there anywhere in the head
that
you
like
know?
In the head area.
I'm gonna go for
right here.
Ooh,
about right here. It'll knock your like some in some commissions
the medullum oblongata, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, for real. It'll mess you up though, for real.
What is it about the liver?
Man, I don't know.
You need it to live.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if y'all ever seen a video on TikTok, at a viral video, man, got like 3 million views. The dude pushed me at the weigh-in. Another dude on a big platform at a big stadium, the Alamo Dome, where the Spurs play. I fought him last summer. Dude, a prospect upsetter, ugly record. But if you got an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 21-year-old, young undefeated guy that you want to stay undefeated, you don't want him to fight this guy, because, you know what I'm saying, he gonna knock him out or he gonna beat him. So they like, man, this kid can fight. We gonna see, all right, fight him then. We're like, okay, dude, me, he getting to it with my dad at the hotel. We all, because all the boxers, we staying in one hotel, so it keep us away from like the regular people, the fans that's coming in for fight week and stuff. So whether you believe it or not, everybody, like even the opponents, like we be in there together. Like we might get on the elevator with your opponent 2 days before y'all finna fight or something. So he got on the elevator with my dad. They got into it. Then the day of the weigh-in, they got into it. Then I'm like, man, they like, man, just be calm though, cause I was cutting weight, so I was a little mad already. So I'm like, man, if this dude push me or something, I'm gonna go ahead and beat him up at the weigh-in. But I was saying that just off the anger of me cutting weight.
Yeah.
But he ended up pushing me, and I ain't even do nothing back. I was just like, it was big chaos and all that, but I ain't do nothing. And they respected that, because like me being young, they was like, that's showing maturity. So the fight came, first round, put him down with the left hook. Then what round did I drop him in again? The second round. It was the liver shot. The liver shot, I was like, oh, I didn't even know, because he was like, it's like a delay reaction. Like, you hit him, they was like, because my coach even said, don't slap. But I really placed it. It just sound like when they say don't slap, they mean like don't just throw it like that. Like, you got to really place it. So I really placed it, and then it took like a second. Then he went down. And right, the fight should have been over. He was screaming and everything, but they let him get up and continue. Yeah, they let him get up. So yeah.
One thing that I've always wondered about boxing, right? You see like you'll see a person who's like, there's a lot of undefeated boxers.
Yeah, it is.
And then so are people avoiding each other? And then you'll see like one boxer got like 4 belts. It's like,
right.
How does that happen? Like,
so like how you said with the Mayweather route, everybody want to be undefeated now. So of course you're gonna try to get a fighter, you want him to be like the ultimate fighter that we seen so far. As nobody ever did what Mayweather did. Go 50-0, make the most money. Mayweather beat the most world champions, but to some people, he might not have fought everybody when they wanted him to fight him. So for real, that's all boxing is now. People just picking the right opponents. That's all it is.
Do you think that takes away from the sport? Because, you know, to think about a man never losing a fight, you know, that may make him a great entertainer, but doesn't make him the best boxer.
No, yeah,
Right.
it to a certain extent it does, because it give the fans a false narrative on who really good or not. Like, it's a lot of guys that's like 7-0 too, but if they fought me, it'd be like, you know, one-sided, or it'd be bad for them. But it's guys that's 20-0 that I could beat, but it's just how boxing is now. Like, guys, they want to get to a certain point, but then again, you can't blame them, because boxing is a dangerous sport. Regardless of if you expect to win or not, you can get knocked out or lose to anybody, right?
Was your pops a fighter? Because, you know, you got a surname. Your pops was a fighter first?
Yeah, my dad, my whole family was boxers, none professional.
Wait,
or nothing like
whole
that.
family?
Yeah, I come
Grandfather,
from
sisters?
a boxing family.
Oh, damn.
For real, like a boxing family. I ain't never had no pro boxers in my family, like immediate family, but like, yeah, St. Louis a boxing city. Everybody boxes St. Louis. So.
So what does some family reunions look like? If, like somebody get that last rib.
For real, growing up, it was like how y'all think. For real, it was like getting in the gloves, playing football, stuff like that.
Go get them gloves at the back, son.
Right, for
Shit,
real.
Hey, for real, getting gloves every day. Now I gotta ask, do you analyze? You know how people like, you know, we about to watch the Cowboys 49ers tomorrow, and we gonna yell at the screen and be like, "Ooh, go, Dak." Do you analyze boxing the same way when you watch other boxers fight, like where you want to like yell at, "Nah, switch it up"?
Yeah.
Like
my boxers that I go for, yeah, I be praying for them before they fight and everything.
yeah,
I
like,
be like,
do you like, because
10.
every boxer has a game plan till they get punched in the face,
Right.
But so do you play like, hey, change the game plan? Nah,
Yeah.
do you watch and see and analyze other boxers as
yeah,
they?
like I still, a lot of people take stuff from everybody. Like, I feel like you don't never know too much in this game. For real.
Definitely.
It changed like this. Like, boxing, it's a new champion every 6 months. The whole division would be different. It'd be this guy. All it takes is one fight. For real.
What are your thoughts on like Kimbo slicing and backyard brawls?
I mean, everybody do what they do. As long as they ain't acting like they really doing like what I'm doing, like blood, sweat, and tears.
This is a different arena,
It's
bro.
different. Like, for real, like, you see my hands, I got cuts and stuff. Like, this serious, though. Like, I travel around, go by myself. I do everything. Like, man, this blood, sweat, and tears. Like, it's a lot of stuff that people don't see. They see, are you young and all that, but it's deep. Like, it's deep, for real.
So do you get pissed when you watch a movie like Creed, or you get like proud that they like showing?
Kinda. Like, if
I know he get pissed.
Yeah. Like, if it's something that's, like, fabricated, then yeah, but, like, for the most part, I'd be like, oh, yeah. I'd be like, okay, they could have made this a little more realistic. Like, only thing I want people to know about is weight cuts, for real. That's what people don't know about in boxing.
Yeah, explain it. What is it?
Man, like, you know, you got your regular walk-around weight that you is as a person, but then you got your weight that you fight at when you fight. So, you know what I'm saying? For some people, that could be 20. Some people, that could be 15 pounds. Some people could be more than that. But, like, you will see the transformation. Like, y'all see me right now, I look happy. I look regular. But then you see me at weigh-in, I look like a whole different person.
How long does it take to transform your body?
I mean, sometimes you got a lot of time, sometimes you don't. So over training camp, if you're a smart boxer, you've been boxing, you're gonna be eating the right stuff and doing it gradually rather than waiting to the last week. Sometimes I ain't gonna act like every time I did it the right way. Sometimes I didn't wait it to the last week.
I got a question, like, men, women be wanting to lose weight. Just a
Yeah.
natural regimen. Like, what advice would you give for somebody just trying to cut weight?
Man, if you wanted to cut weight, you should try cutting water weight. So, like, drink a gallon of water and then do stuff like it's a stuff called Abilene. It's a makeup remover that boxers use to make them sweat. So, you know what I'm saying? Just do simple stuff. Jump rope, jog for 20 minutes. If you can find a punching bag, punch it. walk on the treadmill if you can't run. Simple stuff, sit in the sauna, and like a hot tub or something.
What exercise would you say is the one that is the most effective for losing weight?
Man, I'd say it's not even the exercise. Sitting in the hot tub, you put alcohol, Epsom salt, and then you put baby oil on your body.
Oh, that's
then
weird.
you sit in the tub, it's hot, or you would get in the sauna, and then you would be sweating in there, and then you would do, after you get out the bath, you would just lay some towels on the ground, wrap up in some towels and sweat.
Yeah. So you see some people trying to cut weight, but also trying to make weight.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts when a fight doesn't go down if they're 1 pound over or 1 pound under?
For real, to me, at the end of the day, you do got to be professional, but I want more people to, like, understand, like, it's hard. Like,
Yeah,
you might have lost 20 pounds just to get to right there, and your body
right, and you that
won't
one-
produce no more water. Like, it be like that for real. Like, 2 ounces that just won't go away. Like, for real, for real.
So is there anything that fighters do the night before weigh-in to lose weight, or anything they do to gain weight?
The night before weigh-ins, you're going to be losing weight, or if you already on weight, you're not eating. But, I mean, the night before the fight, yeah, I mean, I seen people gain 20 pounds. Like, it can happen, for real, for real. It's easy, though. I mean, you got to think, a gallon of water, 8 pounds. You haven't ate your stomach to its smallest, you probably lost 25 to 15 pounds to get where you at. So as soon as you start eating, the salt, the sugar, all that's going to start gradually putting the weight back on you. Easy.
Is it dangerous to pick up and drop weight just like that? Like, is it bad for your body?
I mean, I think so, of course, but it is like some people that die cutting weight and stuff. But if you do it the right way, like, it's nutritionists and professional people that help you. That's why you're a professional boxer. Like, everything you do is like the highest level.
They tell people not to be sexually active before a boxing match. Why is that?
I mean, cause it can make your legs weak while you cutting weight.
I
mean,
can make
I'ma
your legs shake.
Yeah, for real, like, for real.
God damn.
I wouldn't advise it because, like, the extra gear, you might get tired and your legs might be strong from training. You might get hit with that one shot, but you just so much in good shape, you ain't gonna do it. But like you saying, you been having sex and all that, your legs might be gone. Like, it's dudes, like, it's people, like, boxers, regular people. So, like, training, you don't got no fight coming up. Of course, you might, and get in there and spar, and you'll be okay.
12 rounds.
Yeah, but, like, a fight, nah, it ain't nothing to play with like that. It's life or death, for real, for real.
What is, you said Errol Spence has been part of your life for a minute. You've been knowing him since you were young. What part has he played in your life, and what credit do you give him to that?
Man, for real, I mean, he just been an inspiration and a good person to look up to, I could say. Like, he been somebody that I could say, man, he from here, you know what I'm saying? He a regular person. He got this, he got that. I just measure and be like, man, I can do the same thing. Because Errol Spence, like, the thing I like about him, he ain't come up and try to attach his name to somebody big. Like, he made his own name. He, like, it wasn't nobody from Dallas that was bigger than him that could,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, come on, Earl, we finna go to the top. He, you know what I'm saying? He grinded. He fought in the Olympics. He did all this stuff when people would sleep on him. Man, he done got in there and sparred with Mayweather and did good, all type of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I take my hat off to him. It's nothing but respect.
Errol Spence, he's supposed to fight Pacquiao in Vegas, man. I mean, the whole city was out there. We was out there ready to see that. I know it didn't happen. And then the Crawford fight was supposed to happen back in November something. It didn't happen. Yeah. What do you think the outcome of a Crawford-Errol Spence fight would be? Give me what your predictions would be.
Non-biased? Non-biased. Before, I thought it would be more competitive. And I thought a lot higher than Crawford before his last few performances. But, of course, non-biased, I feel like Errol would beat him. I feel like Crawford really don't want to fight him. That's what I feel like.
Because the match was scheduled and it got rescheduled.
Yeah.
Who was that on? Was that on?
Yeah, well, it didn't get rescheduled. He went and fought somebody else.
Right, he went and fought somebody else.
So
what you want?
I was supposed to fight on the undercard. So
right. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Out in, that was supposed to be, was it supposed to be in Dallas or Vegas?
It was supposed to be in Vegas.
Oh, so you going to be on the undercard in Vegas?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
Keep it a bean. Have you ever been to Vegas yet?
Yeah, I just came from Vegas yesterday.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I'm saying after the fight though, that's got to be a different
it's
type of
crazy,
feeling,
though.
yo.
No, it is for real, for real. Like I was just in Vegas for Frank Martin fight.
Yeah. So I have to, and again, I don't want you to get away from the question. Errol Spence and Crawford, what's the outcome? What would you call it?
Man.
No. How? Again, by knockout, by points? What do you feel?
He'll probably, man, I ain't gonna say he'll stop him. If he do stop him, it's gonna be late. 11, I'm saying like 11, 10. It's gonna be like deep waters. But a dog, man, you can't take nothing away from him. Undisputed champion, 3-division world champion. Like, he can fight, but Errol Spence, I feel like he bigger. He more sharp down the middle, straight punches, body shots. He gonna wear you down. He gonna break you down. You know what I'm saying? People could say, oh, he don't just one punch knock people out, but he break people down. So, yeah.
How hard are those punches that look really soft on TV?
Man, what? You don't know.
Because you'll see like a little,
yeah.
and you be like, man, this is so.
But y'all don't understand, though. Them gloves are 8 ounces. A water bottle is 12 ounces. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? 8 ounces is light. Then you got to think a dude been punching bags, mitts, people, all this, push-ups for months before he even got to the point where he finna do. Then he got the hand wrap under there like a brick. Man, you be thinking they punch it soft, man.
So,
real, for real.
with that being said, how bad is a low blow in boxing? Like, how bad is it really?
It depends. I mean, it do be some bad low blow, but sometimes people be trying to buy a little break. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man. Now, do you know, like us as casual fans, we be feeling like some of this shit be rigged.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. It's politics.
Mafia will tell you.
It's politics though, to where they set it up. Like in boxing, how I can say this: how you can rig a fight. Let's say it's a Mexican promotional company, right? They sign a black fighter while he young, but then they got another Mexican kid that's the same age as him. But they know when they get about, let's say we both 19, and by the time we 25, they want this Mexican kid to be world champion. So you know what they're gonna do to the black kid? Build him up, get hype around him, same way they do the Mexican. But it's a Mexican promotional company, so there ain't gonna be that many people that's behind him unless he just build his own fan base. So they're gonna get him good, get his record good, then they're gonna shelf him for a few years. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna shelf him, then they're gonna bring him back while his record look good. Let's say he's 24-0, but you know he haven't fought in 3 years, so he really ain't ready though. And then they bring him back while the whole time the other kid been fighting, and you know what I'm saying? That's how you can rig in boxing.
So, S, I gotta ask you, an old Italian man come to you and say, "Hey, $1 million, you go down in the 5th."
Nah.
Hey, we got. Hey, he called back. Hey, we doubled down. We got 10. We got a 10 piece. You ain't even got to go all the way down. Just.
Man, for real?
Stay kneeled for 10 seconds.
I gotta think, man. Nah, cause you gotta think though. Which one you gonna get the money regardless if you win it. You gonna get the money.
That's light.
See, if you wasn't undefeated, I'm sure the answer would have been a
Yeah,
much
if
quicker.
I was just like a bum or something that just was like taking fights, yeah, I don't care. I'm just fighting for money.
Would you ever do what Mayweather's doing and just go to Dubai and just fight a bum ass?
Yeah, like an exhibit. I mean, if it's a lot of money, yeah.
20 million.
Yeah, easy. No brainer. For real.
Now, you know, in boxing, you have to have a persona. Or a lot of athletes come up with personas like Money Mayweather, or he was Pretty Boy Floyd before that. Do you feel the need to take on a persona, like, to make it more entertaining for fans?
Yeah, but I really try to be myself for real, though. I be trying to be like a relatable person, like a regular person. Like, I be doing stuff like for the kids and all that type of stuff. But I don't want to seem like I'm just like too out of touch to where like regular people can't deal with me or be like relating to me for real. I just want to be able to be like, if you wanted to be a boxer, like a regular black person or something, or a regular black kid, they can be like, oh yeah, I want to be a boxer, and I want to be a good high-level boxer, and I still want to be flashy and, you know what I'm saying, be a regular person. That's for real. That's all I want to be for real.
Amen. Man, do you have a nickname yet?
S3. But if you my family, It's a funny name. Everybody call me Squirm though. That's what everybody call me. That
I mean,
knows.
what's your knockout nickname? Like,
S3. For real,
oh, okay,
for
okay.
real.
Yeah. You got hit with the S3.
Yeah.
So, so I'm curious. You see a situation. Let's say you boxing. You knock. You getting it in. Then Steven Jackson and Meek Mill over there arguing to the right, and then niggas just standing up, and then all of a sudden the ref is like, "Hold on, wait, man, we gotta stop the fight."
Yeah.
How pissed are you that Meek Mill and Steven Jackson over there arguing with random niggas?
For real, man. I wouldn't be mad. I mean, it's cool. you fighting a 12-round fight, so that's like a little extra break. Yeah. But then, I mean, I be so locked in, bro. Like I wouldn't even care who was fighting. I don't care if Barack Obama was over there fighting. For real.
Yeah.
But if they stopped it for 10 minutes.
I mean, if it got to that point, then I'm like, man, come on, bro.
Y'all icing the kicker now. Yeah, y'all icing the kicker. Now, man, before we get out of here, man, you got a YouTube channel where you're doing vlogs and you letting people actually see inside the whole strategy, what the training process. Tell them about what you got going with the social media.
Man, like you said, I got the videos. I'm just trying to break it down. Like how he said, what type of boxer I want to be. I just want to be like somebody regular. Like if you had a son or something, it's like a regular black kid, just like they want to play football, basketball, do anything else. They could be a boxer. They could be a high-level boxer. And it's rare for people to be pro and this far at a young age. So I want more. I want to see more of this. Like I want to see more of this. Right. Appreciate that too. But yeah, like I want to see more of this. Like I want it to be like more of us in boxing because you know what I'm saying. We naturally athletic and we naturally can do anything. So. That's all I want to do with the YouTube videos. I just want to show them inside of me, like, besides boxing, what type of person I am. And then for the people who just know what type of person I am, I'm letting you know, this is what type of fighter I am. So that's what I'm doing with the YouTube and all that.
Amen. You got any shout-outs?
Man, shout out to New Money Camp, you know what I'm saying? That's me. Shout out to Do Better Universe. Shout out to Kinetic Century. Man, shout out to everybody who helped me get to this point. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my brother. Hey, make sure y'all go stream my brother's music. His name Lil Weezy, man. Up-and-coming artist from Dallas, man. I promise you, raw talent, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go stream his music, man. But shout out to all the people who helped me get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Long live Cam, New Money. You know, we do this for him every day. That's my best friend. I lost before my second pro fight, you know what I'm saying? 7 days before I was finna have my fight, I lost him, you know what I'm saying? Long live Coach Keith, and we're gonna keep going up. Follow me on Instagram, man. Send me on the II. Follow me on Twitter. Send me on the II. Follow me on TikTok at that. Subscribe to my YouTube, man. Just be on the lookout, man. I'm something different, man. I'm definitely the future of boxing, man. Coming out of Dallas, y'all very own. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to St. Louis, too, because if it wasn't for St. Louis, I wouldn't be the person I am today, but.
Hey, damn it, don't put a target on your back. You want shit, you cocky motherfucker.
Yeah. For real.
Man, hey, brother, it was definitely a pleasure. Thank you for coming to sit down with us, man. Hey, man, I think my bro just said it, man. These boy finna get hit with that S3, man.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, for sure.
We climbing the ranks this year.
Yeah.
We leaning. We getting out the prospect and we going to the contender. By 22, look at this. Remember this right here. And then you can forget everything else I said. I'm 19. By the time I'm 22, I'll be world champion.
Amen. And on that note, Samuel Arnold III, you are a real life street star.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Moolah. Hey.